So, doing
Individual accolades.
in 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, so each of you has a pretty extensive history. So from then till now, give us the rundown of Mad Skills.
That's hard. Like it's hard to sit here and talk about yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Well, who know you better than you?
I mean, these two niggas. You know what I mean? Like,
I came out about to be like my sisters.
yeah, that's difficult, man. Like, it's just a weird because I have a weird connotation of even being able to talk about the things that I've done.
Do you know
what I mean?
how many albums you put out?
Yeah, like what, 8, 9? At this point, probably about to be 10. Not a lot, but enough.
Mixtapes?
You know what I mean? Mixtapes. So you had mixtapes and you talking like 16, 17. So when I talk about what I done, man, shit. Put a whole state on the hip hop map.
Yeah.
Put a whole city on the hip hop map. You know what I'm saying? With the crew that I ran with. That's probably one of my most proudest moments, watching us become fathers and businessmen, and you know what I'm saying? It's hard to just talk about me, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't just do all this shit by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had help from these two dudes. Danger, probably one of the most creative dudes I ever met in my life. Lonnie B, probably one of the best DJs in the world. You know what I mean? So when I think about our accolades, it's hard to just bring it down to me.
Come on, man, the Jay-Z thing. I mean, talk about it, bro. Talk about it, man. Like, come on, I'm not gonna let you travel with Jazzy Jeff. Talk about it, bro. Like,
So
I mean,
you
from
can tell us.
starting from where I started at, from working at a parking deck, you know what I'm saying, to writing songs for so many different people, the Will Smiths, the P. Diddy's, like, still doing my thing, Jay-Z Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech, you know what I'm saying? I was just on BET in the last, BET was last summer, you know what I'm saying? Like, so to do something in 93 and people still calling you to do it in 2023, like, that's amazing. You know what I mean? Like, shit, Jordan can't jump from the foul line no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes all right. Sometimes I do want to talk my shit.
Talk your shit.
You know what I mean?
pull out your blicky, nigga.
Yeah, so I mean, to put a whole city on the hip hop map, because it's a lot of people that might say, we gonna put Richmond on the hip hop map. You can't put Richmond on the hip hop map. That's already been done. You can add to what's been done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can continue to keep Richmond on the map, but you can't put Richmond on the hip hop map. That's already been done.
Heard what the man said.
Yeah, and I'm still writing. You know what I mean? And the pen's still nasty.
What's happening?
Making films now, you know what I mean? I'm a filmmaker. I teach at a college.
Okay.
So I'm doing shit that I never thought I would do. Sometimes I look at my life like I can't believe this is my life. You know what I mean? So, and you know what I mean? Like to be, like I said, to be able to get up every day and do what we want to do and still take care of our families and our responsibilities, that's success to me. You know what I mean? So some people, like you said, people, like Lonnie said, people like, man, well, why y'all ain't never make it? Well, what's your definition of making it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because shit, I feel like we did pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To the Art of Noise events, you know what I'm saying? Like that Lonnie has done and the branding that he's done. I mean, when you think about it, how long you been doing Art of Noise?
How long have we been doing Art of
How
Noise?
long we been doing Art of Noise?
Probably, 11 years.
11 years. So you talking about how long we been at the National?
Since 2016.
So you talking about somebody selling out the National, what, 4 times a year?
3 or 4 times a year.
3 or 4 times a year, every year since 2016. Name another artist that has come to Richmond and sold out the National for 8, 9 years straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the ideas and to do the things that we've done and turning it into, we at Browns Island, we're in different places around the world, like branding and just making things that'll outlive us.
Right.
That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, talking my shit.
Yeah.
All right. Danger Mouse, talk your shit.
Oh man, I agree with you, Skills. I think to have the freedom to be able to use your talents to not only support your family, to support other people, which is, really strong. Not only to be able to take something like what Lonnie has done, what Skills has done, it hadn't been just you moving forward, just for you, but you've also been able to put money in other people's pockets as well.
Put other people on.
Put other people on. So I think that one of the greatest achievements for me is to take the music and the production and to be able to move that into a media space where I'm not only able to do things for myself, take those things and do those things for other companies. Some of these are Fortune 500 companies here in Richmond, like Dominion Energy. Most recently, there's something in the water and Dominion Energy collaboration. To be able to work on a film project with them. Everything isn't as posted for me on social media, but the things that I'm able to do, I have been able to do for as long as we've been talking about it and not have to go and work the 9 to 5, but to be able to feed ourselves from it and to also be able to feed other people with it. So Maples Media Group is a media company that I use for photography, videography, graphic design, audio production, but all of those things stem from owning a record label. And none of that stuff would have been possible without Bill McGee, those people who are mentors to us, to be able to put something in to us to say, look, you can do this on your own. Because that was one of the first messages he said. He said, y'all going to do your own record label. He wasn't trying to own a record label.
Right, he was like, this is y'all shit.
And so in that process, we had to learn a lot of things. So in learning audio production, in designing our own covers, and doing our own websites, all of those things enable me to be able to not depend on a company or anybody being able to do what Lonnie likes to say, nobody can fire us.
Right.
So at that point, being able to raise a family and do well over that amount of years and not have to do that, I feel that is success.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Lonnie B, talk your shit.
Talk your shit, Bizzle.
For me, I think to humbly move through a space in a city where if I wanted to talk my shit, I can say that there's nobody in the city, artist-wise, DJ-wise, promoter-wise, that has sold out more stuff in the city of Richmond than me. Like Skill said, like with the Art of Noise, we've sold out the Art of Noise 3 or 4 times a year since 2016. Okay. The Broadberry, every time we've been in the Broadberry since 2015, we've sold it out. We've sold out Browns Island. We've sold out everything. I wish the Coliseum was still around. We would have,
would have flushed that bitch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I think what makes it the dopest part is you're doing it with people that's been in your life for 30 years. You're doing it with your friends. You're doing it with the people that was around when you was trying to sell out the San Susie Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? So that it feels different when you're able to take that journey with people that you know that's been there when you was just rubbing 2 sticks together, trying to get a spark. Another dope part is when I was doing a lot of things music-wise, I used to always wonder, was I going to be the dad that had to tell my kids, once upon a time, your dad used to do X, Y, Z. Yeah. And, I have 4 beautiful kids from 27 to 7 years old. And the fact that they all know who and what their daddy did, even down to my 7-year-old son. Right. Then fast forward, I have a daughter that actually DJs who, she would go with me to the radio station and watch me, hook up the equipment, DJ the 5 o'clock mix, to now she does the 5 o'clock mix. So, some of these things, my youngest daughter, Alexis, she wants to be a singer. So she's going to be one of the, dopest singers, to ever come out, And my daughter, Alani, does videography and photography. So she'll be doing all that video. So one day my perfect moment would be to sit back and watch my daughter Alexis performing with Aaliyah DJing and my other daughter videoing it. My son being security.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
so.
That's crazy.
That's dope. Yeah, man. I feel like we still doing this. I don't ever want to make people like, oh yeah, this is what we done. Like we still are active in all aspects of music in this place and in the other places. So, you know what I mean? Like I think sometimes it's hard to see a giant when you standing right next to him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you standing right next to a giant, you might not realize how big they are. Right. And then when you see them somewhere else, you're like, oh shit, like they really like a big deal in this shit. Like,
Yeah.
damn, I used to see him at the barbershop all the time. Like, da-da-da-da-da. Don't let the fact that you so close to it
Yeah.
make you think that it's not a
What
big
it is.
deal, because it is a big. I'm a fucking big deal. In hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? And so are these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've done a lot. I don't know what the music scene in this city would be like if it wasn't for us. Because we are the people that people are like, I saw y'all first.
Yeah.
I went to y'all show. I used to see Lonnie DJing and so and so.
Yeah.
I used to see Skills on da 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 da. Supafriendz, the first CD I bought. like I just told you earlier, it's a battle rapper from you know what I'm saying? Mafia, like, he was like, yo, when I saw y'all, and then I saw Danger in my class, I was like, bro, these niggas really doing it. Like, I could still do this and just do my thing. You know what I mean? So to be an inspiration to people around the city is super dope. And can't nobody ever take that from us.
No, and the longevity is there because, like I said, I remember the Supafriendz remix from when I was in Richmond at the Boys and Girls Club. But I actually first heard the wrap up. I was in the 7x7.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my best friends was DJ INC. He was on Hot 91, which is Norfolk State's radio station. And they were the first one to play the wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that all the time. And I was like one of the first kind of virtual co-hosts, because I was on his show every day.
Right.
So I remember thinking, I'm like, oh, that's my friend, you know, I'm on his show, whatever. And then he was on the basement. Like, I turned on Rap City Basement. I was like, wait, I know him. And I was like, wait, so it was bigger than what I thought. Like, I'm thinking like this just, you know, whatever. And then like, no, it
you
really
see him
is
in a place
deal.
that you like, damn, they talent got them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it, being able to do something, love what you do, and people will see that in you, and they'll offer you opportunities and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just want to go back to earlier. I said, like, at this phase of my life, I'm like at that Yoda space. Like, I have no desire to be in the forefront. I have no desire to, you know, be an artist or any of that other stuff.
Right.
One of the greatest things that my Uncle Roy, rest in peace, said to me is, knowledge is power. It ain't nothing if you don't share it. You know what I'm saying? So instead of artists coming to me saying, can you play my music? Can you do this? Can you do that? I would much rather tell them how we've had a career that's lasted over 30 years and still moving, because with that knowledge, you don't need nobody. You don't have to go to somebody and say, can you do for me? You know, I want to find myself in a position where I'm empowering all the DJs, all of the rappers, all of them, so they'll know that you don't need these other people. Put yourself in a position that can't nobody fire you from.
Yep.
Yeah.
We out.
Yeah.
And see.
All right, real